From adorable child star to trailblazing diplomat, Shirley Temple's life was nothing short of iconic. But with all that glitter and history often comes a price. And for Shirley, some of that may have shown up in her personal life, especially when it came to her kids. Curious about what became of her children? Let's dive in and uncover their stories. But first, a quick look at Shirley's incredible life, because it truly deserves the spotlight. Born in 1928 in sunny Santa Monica, California, Shirley Temple hit the big screen at just 3 years old, and by 6, she was already America's sweetheart. With her adorable dimples, catchy songs, and endless charm, she brought smiles to millions during the Great Depression in classics like Bright Eyes and Curly Top. But behind that cheerful grin was a little girl trying to find her way in a very grown-up world. As she got older, the spotlight slowly dimmed. By her 20s, Shirley stepped away from Hollywood and took on a whole new chapter in life. Her first marriage to actor John Ager began when she was just 17, and while they had a daughter, Linda Susan, the relationship didn't last. Shirley later said they were just too young, and fame didn't help either. Then came Charles Alden Black, a businessman and naval officer who brought a whole new kind of love into her life. Their marriage was steady, respectful, and filled with real partnership. They had 2 kids together, Charles Jr. and Lori, and built a peaceful life away from the chaos of stardom. But Shirley wasn't done inspiring the world. She reinvented herself through public service, taking on diplomatic roles like U.S. ambassador to Ghana and later Czechoslovakia during a time of huge political change. She wasn't just Shirley Temple the actress anymore. She was Shirley Temple the diplomat, admired for her brains, grace, and hard work. In the 1970s, Shirley bravely faced breast cancer and became one of the first celebrities to speak openly about it. She helped break the silence around the disease and gave strength to others going through the same fight. As a mom, Shirley was loving but firm. She supported her kids through everything, from Linda Susan's quiet life to Lori's journey through music and personal struggles. She stood by them through the highs and lows. Sadly, after Shirley's passing, her children faded from the public eye. And that's why today we're taking a closer look at their lives and where they are now. But before we dive in, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so we can keep bringing you stories like this one. Number 3. Linda Susan Agar. Born in January 1948, Linda Susan Agar entered a world of sparkle. She was Shirley Temple's daughter from her first marriage to actor John Agar. But even as paparazzi snapped photos, her parents split when she was just 2. Shirley remarried in 1950 to Charles Alden Black, and Linda gained a stable, loving home with her mom and stepdad, alongside half-siblings Charles Jr. and Lori. Though she made a few brief on-screen appearances, like in episodes of Shirley Temple's storybook when she was a little girl, Linda never chased the spotlight. Instead, her heart was set on education, service, and family. Her stepfather Charles, a naval officer, helped anchor their home life, and her close bond with Shirley grew as the years passed. Shirley always encouraged Linda to follow her own path, without pressure to perform. When Linda grew up, she took a path far from the spotlight and leaned into public service. From 1989 to 1993, she served as Chief of Protocol under President George H.W. Bush, gracefully managing high-level diplomatic events without any Hollywood sparkle. Later, from 2003 to 2006, she stepped into the role of U.S. Ambassador to the Czech Republic, handling it all with class, confidence, and without any Hollywood glitz. In her personal life, Linda always put family first. She married Burton James Tidwell, and together they raised a daughter, Teresa. Even while holding high-powered roles, Linda stayed true to her roots, private, grounded, and deeply devoted to creating a warm, loving home. She passed away quietly in California in 2000 without much fanfare, but left behind a legacy of grace and service. As for her daughter Teresa, she has actually followed in her grandma Shirley Temple's footsteps, but in her own unique way. She's been working in human resources at the University of Arizona for nearly 20 years, helping create a positive and supportive work environment. From hiring to staff training, she's all about uplifting others. She's never leaned on the fame of her family, and maybe that's what is really inspiring. Number 2. Charles Alden Black. Jr. Born on April 28, 1952 in California, Charles Alden Black Jr. is the son of Shirley Temple and Charles Alden Black Sr. As a child, he made a short appearance on Shirley Temple's storybook, but he chose a quieter, more private life away from the spotlight. He studied political science at Santa Clara University in the mid-1970s and later continued his education at well-known schools like Tufts, the Monterey Institute, and even took courses at Harvard and MIT. He wasn't chasing fame. He was simply passionate about learning and doing something meaningful. Charles Jr. later built a career in real estate in the San Francisco Bay Area, where he became known as an honest and reliable broker. He didn't seek attention or awards. He just cared about doing his job well and helping people in his community. Family always came first for him. After his father passed away in 2005, Charles Jr. spoke fondly of his parents' deep love. He remembered how they were never apart for long and truly cared for each other. Growing up with his older half-sister and younger sister Lori, he experienced a home full of love, support, and the freedom to follow his own path. Losing both of his parents, his father in 2005 and his mother in 2014, was a big chapter in his life. But their values of kindness, hard work, and service stayed with him and shaped the way he lived. Number 1. Lori Black. Lori Black, born on April 9, 1954, is the youngest daughter of Shirley Temple and Charles Alden Black. Even though she grew up in a famous and respected family, Lori wasn't interested in fame the way her mother was. Instead, she found her passion in music, specifically in the underground punk and metal scene. In the mid-1980s, Lori started playing bass guitar and went by the stage name Lorax. She first played with a band called Clown Alley and later joined the well-known rock band Melvins. Her bandmates admired her strong sense of rhythm and solid playing. She played a big role in creating some of their most important albums, like Ozma and Bullhead. Her style and presence helped her leave a mark in the world of alternative rock, far from the clean, classic image her mother was known for. But life wasn't always smooth for Lori. During the late 1980s and early 1990s, she struggled with drug addiction, especially heroin. In her late 30s, she was arrested for possession. Luckily, her mother, Shirley Temple, was there for her. Shirley supported her through rehab and even joined family therapy sessions, showing how much she cared and wanted Lori to heal. After leaving the music scene, Lori shifted her focus to something more peaceful: photography. She now lives in the San Francisco Bay Area and works as a photographer, taking pictures at weddings and events and creating beautiful visual stories. Even with the tough moments, Lori's family never gave up on her. Her father, Charles, taught her values like respect and honesty, and her mother stood by her during her hardest times. Lori may have taken a different path from her famous mom, but she found her own voice through music, overcame challenges, and built a life all on her own terms. And that's where the famous saying fits perfectly: a mother's love shapes generations. Shirley Temple's life, and her children's too, weren't without challenges. They didn't have a picture-perfect ride, but what made the difference was Shirley herself. More than just a Hollywood icon or diplomat, she was always a mom first, standing by her kids through every up and down. And honestly, that's what truly mattered. That's a wrap for today's video. If Shirley Temple's story and her incredible journey as a mom inspired you, don't forget to show some love. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.